so intrepid, Monge.
Let's hope he can get down without breaking a leg.
Incredible. Did you see Monge? What a feat for a man of his age.
Hey, look at me!
Just pebbles and not an animal in sight. What a shame.
This is amazing. What a wonderful monument.
View is magnificent. Hey! Wait! I'm coming down!
Very well, young man. This pyramid, tell me its secrets.
Citizen General, the Great Pyramid of Giza has 207 layers, platforms included. We applied a ruler to each riser and have estimated it measures at least 137 meters high.
You certainly know your business for such a young fellow.
Heavens above! Monge!
The man's an acrobat.
Monge, try not to break your neck!
On va assister à quelque chose de très
Something
étonnant
amazing
dans
happens
le
in the
désert
Cairo
du Caire,
desert,
au
at the foot
pied
of
de
the
la
Great
Grande
Pyramid.
Pyramide. Il va
What
se
we believe
constituer
to
là
be
le
the
premier
world's first
chantier
archaeological dig is established.
probablement du monde. Où
There are
on va
scholars
voir
from a
des
wide
savants
range of disciplines,
de diverses disciplines,
architects, surveyors,
des
and others
architectes, des
studying the
géomètres et
Great
d'autres,
Pyramid,
étudier la
first
Grande
of all
Pyramide.
measuring it.
Mesurer d'abord la Grande Pyramide.
Something to drink while we wait for Citizen Monge to join us?
Ah, with pleasure.
Such an immense volume and such harmony of proportions. These pyramids outshine everything around.
Are you happy now? Better than water measurements?
It's magnificent!
Here, drink before you speak.
Thank you, General Bonaparte.
Yes.
Thank you. From up there, you understand that man wished to rival nature in terms of immensity and eternity. If you permit, I'd like to show you inside. This way, General. Would you? You will see how extraordinary the interior is and how it gives rise to some very interesting observations. The entrance is tricky, General, but it's worth the effort. You'll see a ramp leading to the center of the structure.
General, after you.
No. Go and tell the soldiers to engrave the names of our officers who died in combat inside the pyramid, in a very visible place to honor them for posterity.
I'd like to drink something, General.
I have something for you. Would you mind, Villiers? There's a little shed at the end of the courtyard. Inside, beneath a large wooden crate, I've hidden a few nice bottles. It's my own personal store.
I'll go with him.
Have you heard the rumors?
No.
Letters from Ibrahim Bey announcing the imminent arrival of the Ottoman army. The Turks declared war as soon as they heard about the naval disaster in Abu Qir Bay. They think we are weak and are preparing to walk all over us.
Oh, no. Oh, no. If that's true, all of the scholars' work will have been for nothing.
Let's be optimistic now. We're commanded by a general who has never known defeat.
Since the disaster in Abu Qir Bay, the situation has changed for the French. The Anglo-Turkish alliance is a real danger, but it's not the only threat. In Cairo, the locals, who have seemingly until now accepted the presence of the French, are less and less happy with their impiety and this forbidden wine that's growing increasingly popular around the city.
Which one should we take?
Wait. Show me that one.
Which? This one?
Yes, that's right. Oh. There are four of us, so I think we should take four. Two?
Two. General, your presence is requested.
Lieutenant Morel, 2nd Infantry Brigade. General,
There is an uprising in the city. We must hurry to organize the defense of this villa.
What do you mean an uprising?
The people of Cairo are in the street. They want the French out of the city.
Any victims?
Already around 100 dead, General.
Hurry, Morel. Give them 2 rifles. Mange, this way.
I've never fired a gun before. I wouldn't know how to use it.
Look, it's easy. Soldiers, a cartridge. You take your gun, you push the flash pan, put a little gunpowder in it, and close it. You tip the cartridge into the barrel and pack it. Twice. Now all you need to do is aim and fire. And if you miss, use the bayonet. Everyone, onto the terrace.
Don't worry, Villiers. It will be fine. You haven't lost everything yet.
Let's hope we still get to drink it.
You must not lose hope. Concentrate and act at the right moment. Ready? Careful, nobody shoot unless it's on my orders. Fire! Good God, they got through!
Hurry up, quickly. Villiers, hurry up. Hurry up!
Quick, Lieutenant. Barricade the staircase.
Fire!
Well, it seems that our time has come.
Does anyone imagine themselves dying in combat when they're just 20? Neither Villiers nor Hourlier reveals any emotions after his first shot. Five of their scientist colleagues lose their lives in the uprising, along with 300 soldiers. Bonaparte no longer wishes to win over the inhabitants of Cairo with his religious tolerance and respect for tradition. He cuts the city off and with an iron fist imposes military rule. Al-Jabati, the Eastern commentator, writes, "Overnight, the French entered the city's streets and alleyways like a flood of devils." And Bonaparte closes his eyes to all the vandalism and the pillaging.
The uprising is a real shock for our 2 young scholars. In one fell swoop, they go from their Egyptian dream to the reality of war, and from civilians who have come to bring enlightenment to enemy forces.
This uprising begins in the neighborhood of the Al-Azhar Mosque, the biggest mosque in Cairo. Bonaparte is forced to crack down with great violence. He starts by bombarding the Al-Azhar neighborhood before entering the mosque with weapons and horses and desecrating it.
The French will never be forgiven for this. It's like a stain. Something snaps during this insurrection. But Bonaparte manages to re-establish order in Egypt.
Order is established, but the peace remains fragile as the 2 Mameluke chiefs defeated at the Battle of the Pyramids are still on the run with some of their troops. Ibrahim Bey in the north towards Syria and Murad Bey to the south in Upper Egypt with General DOCSIDE on his heels.
For 5 months I have been chasing down Murad Bey, and this mad pursuit has led us all the way back up the Nile Valley, over more than 500 kilometers. Every encounter with the Mamelukes has seen us victorious in the bloodied sands of the desert, and still the cursed Murad Bey evades us. I will never let Bey rest, and I will destroy him in whichever country he takes refuge.
Upper Egypt with its archaeological splendors. Vivant Denon is so impatient to discover the region that, despite the danger, he goes out of his way to obtain authorization to accompany Derzay.
Please, Citizen Denon, please calm down. How can I, General Derzay? I daren't sit down as my back and backside hurt so much, and I'm so stiff I fear I'll never get up again. Crossing Upper Egypt with almost no time for rest has exhausted me. What a pity. If our bivouac had been closer to that temple, I'd have at least seen a ruin at close hand, even at night.
Too dangerous. I promise that when we have finished with Murad Bey, I will provide you with the necessary means for your work.
Murad Bey has evaded us for months, and I spend my days on horseback, barely ever dismounting. It's a very unsuitable position for drawing. Look at this. Not a single straight line.
You can redo it all properly once we return to Cairo.
If we ever return, that is.
After more weeks in pursuit, always taking them further south, Derzay reaches Aswan, taking it after a battle that once again sees him victorious over the Mamelukes. And once again, Murad Bey evades him.
With the arrival of the French in Aswan, in Upper Egypt, we can consider that the conquest of Egypt is complete. Even if there are some recalcitrant villages, even if Murad Bey and Ibrahim Bey are still on the run, hiding and evading, the French still control the entire Nile Valley. Well, almost.
Bonaparte learns from his spies that 50,000 men, Ottomans and Mamelukes, with the help of the English, are gathering in Syria. Taking the initiative to attack seems to be the best option.
If I succeed, I will find the Pasha's treasures and arms for 100,000 men in the city of St. John of Acre. I will then rise up and arm Syria. I will overturn the Turkish Empire and found a great new empire in the Orient that will see my name go down in history.
Despite facing some serious military issues, Bonaparte still hasn't forgotten one of his missions, to consider the construction of a canal as a shorter alternative to the English route to the Indies. In his march towards Syria, he chooses to cross the old Canal of the Pharaohs, on which Villiers and Jollois are finally working.
I don't understand the figures from the committee that carried out the first readings. Ours gave such different results. There must be a mistake somewhere.
You know that we were really careful with each reading.
And I'm convinced of that, yet I'm amazed by these numbers.
Well, gentlemen, will we have our canal?
One day, Citizen General. If we redo the calculations we have, those of the Commission estimate that the Red Sea is 9 meters higher than the Mediterranean, which makes no sense at all.
With such a difference in height, it would be impossible to construct a canal without locks. But all the digs carried out on the site of the old canal from the time of the pharaohs show that there were no locks.
So, we build the canal?
It will involve huge excavations and years of hard work, but yes, General. The Suez Canal is possible.
Thanks to your work, gentlemen, England will soon lose its trade with the Indies. France will thank you for that. I wish you well.
Despite being undertaken in a rush, the Syria campaign begins successfully. Bonaparte takes the fort of El Arish, where the second Mameluke chief, Ibrahim Bey, has taken refuge, yet manages once again to escape. Bonaparte then marches on Gaza, where a second victory awaits him. The next step will be Jaffa. "13,000 French soldiers reach Jaffa after another desperate march through the desert, spurred on by Bonaparte, who is convinced this new expedition will be victorious. And indeed, victory smiles upon him. A single assault launched at dawn is enough for Jaffa to fall by the afternoon. 8 months after first setting foot on Egyptian soil, Bonaparte marches victoriously into Syria. This new military expedition promises to enjoy better fortunes. And as for the scientists, now they're fulfilled, finally allowed to travel to Upper Egypt, of which they have dreamed for so long. They head for the peaceful south, in search of ancient marvels and mysteries that will show to the whole world the greatness of ancient Egypt.